What's up, guys? Coming to you from sunny southern Spain, Marbella, another midnight session, as I wanted to update you after what was happening yesterday and what we discussed about could we have a bloody Valentine's Day, find the blood on the street, or will we be celebrating together? Now, things have changed since yesterday, which I spoke about. I said yesterday was a pivotal close, and we closed above the pivot and are holding above it so far at $46,500. And in fact, the 5-day momentum oscillator is starting to tick up, and we are starting to see the massive volatility begin to come into play. So we were speaking about the fact that it could probably be a downward momentum move as the stochastic oscillator was pointing down, but since we've closed above the pivot, everything has changed, and it looks like we're going to have a celebratory Valentine's Day indeed. So what does this mean as far as time frames and when we can expect Bitcoin to start making the rest of this move? Well, we'll take the average down from the beginning of the move at 38,000 from the low, and on average, the uptick of this 5-day volatility indicator, which is at extreme lows, is now starting to tick up, and we have on average a 40% move from there. So that would put Bitcoin at $55,000. And you know what that means? That means we will have broken the bull market doors. Now, what's different about this is we have never done that in any other cycle before the halving. Usually, this kind of move, breaking those bull market doors, happens after the halving, but it looks like we could get a chance to see that happen before. So the move is already 15 days in, and on average it takes about 36 days, what would put us right around the end of February going into the beginning of March. And from there we could reassess. But for now, it looks like February is going to be an actually very positive month, and that's not a surprise, seeing as how February is the most likely month to close green and bullish of all the months in the year. So what does this mean? Well, actually, in previous cycles, we've hit this zone of resistance, the 0.786, and usually been rejected from it. And the difference in the previous cycles is that the RSI was actually in a downtrend, and in this cycle, it's very, very strong. We can't underestimate the power of these Bitcoin ETFs being unlocked, the liquidity flowing in, and the fact that this cycle seems to be moving a little bit faster than previous cycles. So when can we expect the altcoins to wake up? That is the question on everybody's mind. And in last cycle, we had a 128-day streak in which the altcoins went absolutely insane. Will they do that again this cycle? Absolutely. We will have another altcoin season, and that'll happen when Bitcoin hits these high numbers, breaks these bull market doors, and kind of consolidates and goes sideways, taking a breather while liquidity flows in to the altcoins, and then sky is the limit. And then we're gonna have an explosive altcoin season. So now is the time to get allocated. I'm gonna repeat it again. We are not trying to time these moves. We're just trying to make it so the market doesn't take off without us, because when it happens, there is no catching up. And if you buy at the top, you will be burned. So just take this time to strategize, to keep building your portfolio, keep your head down, keep grinding, go to the gym, do things that make you feel good, and just know that this can be a life-changing year. So if you're struggling or you're having trouble with anything, don't give up. I will be here for you. I'm here for you at midnight right now at my time, so I hope you're enjoying your weekend, and I'm staying dedicated to keeping you updated on anything you need to know to be successful in these markets. So that's it. Tomorrow I'll be doing a very different episode in which I'll be showing you some of the changes happening around the world and President Javier Milei's speech that broke the internet on the cry around the world that is for freedom, and how the cryptocurrency movement at its core is not one about economics, but actually about liberty and freedom, which will lead to a greater economic status and greater financial freedom for all. So I hope you enjoyed this quick session. I really love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from in the comments as usual, and I'll see you tomorrow.